They're waiting for their snack. All right, they know I have their treats here. I love this Impeckables waterfowl treat from TSC. And the chickens love it too. There's a lot of chickens out here today. I just threw their treats out, so they're all running around to get their treats. One thing I have noticed now that the male duck is gone, this little female duck here puts her head down, gets after those chickens. I don't know what her problem is. So you might remember last spring I wanted to hatch some geese. And I really thought about getting geese. I made an order of geese, a couple Emden geese. And then my eggs didn't develop in the incubator. That didn't work out. So I did cancel that order, not get geese, and got these guys instead. And I have to say, I'm pretty happy with them. They remind me of geese, but they fit much better in our situation, I think. So I kind of get a kick out of them. They're funny. They travel around, well, they're a very small gang now, but they kind of travel around in a little gang, and they are loud and noisy, and they try to boss everyone around. So this is my only large fowl rooster. It's my Australorp, and he is, I guess this is his second year here. And he's fine, he stays out of the way, but I'll tell you, he has it out for those bantams, and I do not like that. And he gets after those little silky hens, and chases all of those bantams away, and I'm not a huge fan of that. And you know, I really don't need a rooster except for just because I like them and hatching, but I'm not really sure. I'm not liking how he is a bully with those little bantams, so maybe it's time for a change. We'll see. Here are some products from the week that we produced here in our yard. In the middle is horseradish. I got about 4 jars, and I didn't dig it all. It just gets bigger every year, but I have 4 jars, and that should last for the winter. I love horseradish. On the left is the broth from one of our older laying hens. That beautiful gold or like yellow broth with the layer of fat on the top. And then on the right, this is the duck broth. So you can see all the fat in that duck. Steve fixed his duck breast, so here's a picture of it. And he loved it, just like the last time. He's a big fan of it, so we have 4 more pieces about that size in the freezer. These are 2 of my mille fleurs, and the French meaning of that is a million flowers. And I think this little girl right here is a lovely example of that. She has all those beautiful little white spots all over her. She's just really standing out today and just looks beautiful. She's really, really a pretty example of a mille fleur hen. I don't know show quality wise, but she's just really pretty in my backyard. And I know it's been a long time since we talked about these chickens, but the Bantams are still the same. It's Big Bird and his 3 silky hens. There's one way out there. Those silkies, I'll tell you, they love to sit on eggs all the time. And I still have Nugget around and her 2 little mille fleur friends. We did lose one this summer that was insisting on hiding under the shed, trying to hatch eggs, and lost her. And there's Cochin back there. She's been molting, so she's finally starting to get some feathers back. And then here's the little Cochin pair, the little Bantams. They're super cute. It's ended up being a rooster and a little hen. And that rooster's come at me a few times, but he's settled it down, so he's still here hanging around. And then the two little black chickens on the ends there are Cochin Silky offspring from this year that one of the hens hatched. So it's a cute little bantam flock. And I'll tell you, they lay eggs like crazy. They're probably the best layers that I have. Oh, here they come. They were out back. They come in running around the fence there. This little dirt patch is all that remains of my cute little camper. It's very sad, but it moved on to have a new life with a cute little young couple that bought it. So I wish them all well. And the reason for that is we upgraded. After our first fall camping trip that Steve went along on, he was unhappy, to say the least, and crabby. And I had just about every weekend booked for the fall. So we happened to find this nice used camper that we could cash flow, and we upgraded. So even though I'm sad, I loved that little vintage camper. It was so cute. But Steve is super happy in this one. He can stand upright without hitting the ceiling, which is fair. He can watch TV. He has a bedroom that's separate, a separate bathroom with running water, and what he cared about the most was the air conditioning. So we were enjoying a lot of weekends of camping this fall and really had a good time together. So definitely worth it, even though I'm kind of sad about my other one. So now the big job is learning how to pull this myself, back it in and get it hooked up, which I'll learn. But guess what got neglected while I was camping every weekend? Yeah, the garden. There's always next year. By the way, without the male duck around, they are definitely comfortable being much closer to me. They're not hanging around to visit or anything, but they're walking right by me. So the other duck is walking fine too. I don't know if it was all the vitamins I gave her with the good food. I don't know if it was penning her up for a couple days. Might have just needed a little bit of a rest, but she's getting around just fine, which I am really happy about. It's definitely fall here. All the crops are out. It's starting to get cold, the leaves are down. But the weather is still nice this weekend. A little chilly, but it's still nice. All right, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and I will catch you the next time.